Scroufy, what's up, my friend? How is it going today? Good to see you, Scroufy. How are you doing? Okay, we're live on purple and red. Get black on there. Boom. Golden. Okay. Stream focus. That's the first time anyone's called me that on this Pixel Fire stuff. I've gotten Zach, but I've never gotten that before. And my lips are so chapped. It's getting cold where I'm at, and so every time it gets cold, every year my lips just get super chapped. So I'm gonna be doing this so much this stream. Okay, doo-doo-doo. Beauty. Nice. Love it. The loading indicator is not working correctly on TikTok integration. I need to work on that. Okay. It's cold in the UK as always. I'm having some cocoa. Oh, I would love some hot chocolate right now. Or cocoa, as you refer to it as. Dude, I would love that. Oh, I should go make some. No. Must stream. Must work. Okay, first, let's pray. God, thank you so much again for a restful weekend. Thank you that I get to get back to streaming right now and just work on a project that I love. I pray a blessing over the stream, Lord. I just pray that everything would go well, that we wouldn't have any technical difficulties, and I just hand the stream over to you. I pray your blessing over everyone that joins, and I just pray to be a great day, Lord. Thank you so much for your goodness and for your love. In your name I pray, amen. Okay, Junalise. I need to zoom in a little bit. I can't see very well. There we go. Hey man, it's me again, Junalise. What is up? Thanks for joining over on Purple. Appreciate you being here. We've got Nick. Nick's chat is not coming through on TikToker, or is it not showing up? Nick, can you chat again? Maybe I connected after you sent that comment. Send that message. Favorite Pixel Guy is continuing making the game. Yes, Gabubu, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. Yes. Okay, so I actually don't know where I left off last stream on our progress. I think we were working on randomizing the goon colors. Dude, Venorm, thanks for subbing on YouTube. That means a lot. We were working on the enemy randomizers. I forget where we left off, but I remember doing some more work after the stream. Anyway, I'll just show you guys where we're at in the game, okay? I'll just show you guys where we're at. I worked on the enemy randomizer a bit more, but I worked on the running, so enemies can now run at you. I don't think I did any work on that on last stream. But before, enemies could only walk towards you, but now they can actually run. So they'll walk when they're close to you, and then when they're far, they'll run towards you. So now enemies can actually run. Makes the game a lot harder, more complex and competitive, so it adds a lot for sure. I do need to do a little bit of tweaking. So right now I'm like completely trapped because like you can't start running again until your get hit animation runs out. And obviously, so if there's like a bunch of goons attacking you, you just can't leave, you can't escape because of that. So I need to balance that a little bit better. I also need to fine tune their animations a bit because currently Like you can see the run animation is playing, but it's like they're running on ice. It looks like they're running on ice. So their run animation does not quite match their speed. It matches their speed when they're running like full speed. Like that looks really good when they're running at full speed. But when they slow down, it definitely looks a little icy. So that'll need some work. Client also commented on, he wanted to see some white hoodies. I thought we had white hoodies, but I guess not. Add this over here. Do white hoodies real quick. Vibrant colors. We have like a light gray. No, we should be getting white hoodies. Let me play again. Goon. Yeah, people keep commenting on the whole goon thing. Yeah, so I understand goon is a modern slang term. Let's see. But goon in like the old days of gaming, back in on like retro platformer games, a goon is like an enemy, a bad guy, a henchman. Like the thugs, the henchmen, like a Ninja Turtles game or Power Rangers. It's the goons, so that's why I labeled them as goons. So I'm not getting some whites, I'm getting some light grays. So let me just add a pure white in here. In this randomizer. Oop. Pure white. I have a feeling that's gonna be too bright, but we'll see. Oh my, that's an improvement since I've joined last time. Thanks, Kabooboo, it means a lot. Do we have any whites? Nope. Refresh. No whites. Gray. Gray. Refresh. There was a white. I do have some goons still spawning with no hoodie on. And I liked that at first, but now I'm not liking it because now that we added the skin textures on, this guy looks super weird. Let me show you guys this. Look at, they're all chasing after him. Dude, this is gonna make for some really cool marketing and advertising for this game when we actually can do stuff like this. That'd be cool. But see, like, look at this guy. He spawned without a hoodie, and there was no texture work done on the torso, so it's messed up UVs and everything. So I need to either add a shirt or fix the skin texture. But yeah, obviously that's not gonna fly in the game. This guy too. As long as they spawn with hoodies, they're good. I could just make them always spawn with hoodies, but I like the shirtless. We just need to adjust the texture, I think. Thanks, Kabooboo. Hey, bro, just on the... you know that multi-chat you made? Is it free? No, it's not free. So currently it's only available to the Ember tier, which is $10 a month. Or a higher tier if you really want to. But I would like to make it available soon to the $3 tier. And then eventually to free as well. I just got to figure out how to do that. Remember the time when a goon meant the idiots Batman takes down? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. A goon is the enemies that the Batman takes down. Yeah. This is going to be a scrolling beat 'em up. Yeah, so this is a side-scroller platformer game. Essentially, you start at the very left of the level and you work your way all the way to the very right of the level. So you'd start you'd start like here. Obviously, the level's going to look a ton better when we start working on it. The goons are almost done. I need to do a little bit more work on the goons, which we're going to work on today. Maybe I should start saying enemies. We're going to do some more work on the enemies, get them finished up this week, and then we'll start working on the level design probably next week. That'll probably take 2 weeks, I think, maybe 3. And then after that, we work on final boss, and then that's done for level 1. But yeah, so you'll start at the far left of the level, make your way through all the bad guys through the city, beat them all up, fight them, destroy them, make your way to the end of the level at the far right, fight the final boss, and that's the end of level 1. Essentially like your old Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers side-scroller game, but in 3D. So that's essentially it. So this, as you guys could see, so enemies can now... Oh, I remember another thing that I worked on off stream that I didn't show on stream. So last stream we worked on enemies could spawn with a bat. So let me see if I can get that pulled up here. See, there's one right there. So that guy has a bat, and he can hit you with a bat. Boom. You guys see this? So we've got kicks and punches from the bad guys and bats. And I also worked on a crowbar. The crowbar is not the best at this point. It's more like a placeholder. Let me see if I can spawn in there's a crowbar right there. 2 of them, actually. Let me get them to hit. And then go into this view so you guys can see it. So we've got crowbar spawning in as well. So here's the crowbar. So the way the enemies can fight you now is they can punch you, they can kick you, they can hit you with a crowbar, and they can hit you with a baseball bat. So now this stream, I'm gonna work on giving them the ability to pew pew you. So let's do that right now. But let me catch up on chat real quick. I know it's hard and you're probably not taking suggestions, but will there be dynamic ragdoll physics? No, I don't believe so. It's not hard. We do have some physics in, so there is physics in the main character's hair. So you can see him like the hair responding. So that is using physics, the hair, but that's the only physics we're gonna have in the game. I do have some, I'm gonna start integrating some ragdoll physics into my Pixelfire setup, the VTuber stuff. And some other games that I'll do. It's not terribly difficult. There's a really good plugin I use in Unity called, gosh, I'm blanking. I have it in here, so let me check. Magica Cloth 2. I use that for my, sorry, I take that back. I don't use that for ragdoll physics. I use Magica Cloth 2 for, for cloth physics and hair physics. So that's what we're using on Drip's hair, the main character, the player's hair. But there's another plugin I use for ragdoll stuff. I don't think I have it in this project. I think it's just called Ragdoll. What is it called? I forget what it's called. But I've used it on a few stuff in the past. It's not terribly hard to implement because it's a really good plugin. But yeah, but this game, no, I don't think we'll have any ragdoll physics in it because it's just a mobile game. I don't think we need that level of complexity. Name for the main and goon characters. The goons and the enemies, I'm not sure. I don't think they really have any names. The main characters, the player's name is Drip. He's the superhero in this comic book series. Drip stands for Do Right, Inspire People. And that's something the client came up with. How was that trip? The trip was great. We had a great time with friends over the weekend. So it was great. Thanks for asking, Nis. Appreciate it. It was good. It was a lot colder than where we live, so wasn't too fond of that, but it was fun. Hanny, what's up? Hanny, what is it? I see you going live again. Thank you. Megani plan on adding other weapons like firearms. Yes, I'm working on firearms. I'm going to do that this stream. Yeah, we got crowbar and bat. Sent you rose and 2 finger hearts. Dude, what's up? Sorry, I wasn't even looking at alerts up here, even though I have it. I need to make sound effects in Stream Focus so that I can hear it. Thank you so much for the rose and the finger hearts. That means a lot. Who's have randomly chosen names, some other... No, I don't think there's going to be... I don't think there will be, like, names in here at all. I don't think so. I mean, that'll be up to client. Yeah, thank you so much for that, Hanny. Hanny or Hani? I don't know. Is it Hanny or Hani? Just got my symbiote Spider-Man drawing on the Discord. Dude, I'm going to check that out. That's super awesome. I love seeing all your stuff in the Discord. It's super cool. Okay, let's get the pew-pews in here. So let's look at our mocap. So we have... pew-pew. So we have pew-pew mocap, we have overheat pew-pew, and then reload. So obviously we're gonna start with just the pew-pews. I'm gonna play through this. First I'm gonna make sure we're on all the right settings. Locomotion, turn off legacy, turn off treadmill, and that should be good. Both? Okay, cool. Okay, let's see what we got here for animation. There gonna be more main characters or just Drip? Definitely for now, just Drip. The client has only paid me to create level 1 for this game. We haven't really talked about adding other players. I don't think he has other superheroes in his comic book series. That's an interesting question though. Strawberry, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. I am working on adding the pew pew weapon for the bad guys in the superhero game. Did you make that with your motion capture suit? I did. I recorded all of this motion capture for the game with the motion capture suit. That suit back there. Same suit I used for the VTuber stuff. I mean, all this stuff is good. I only have one take of the sequence, so I'm just going to go ahead and export the whole thing, and then we'll clean it up in Blender. The cleanup's actually going to be super fast because there's not a lot of movement. There's not a lot of drifting. So cleanup's going to go by super fast. I'll get it done in like 3 minutes probably. And then we'll get into Unity, choose our clips, and start adding pew pew. This is gonna be a fun, pretty straightforward stream. I want to look at the overheat stuff. This one was fun. I remember recording the overheat stuff with the mocap. It was super fun. It was really simple but good. They really do just capture the stereotypical gangster look. Yeah, that's totally the vibe we're going for. And this is a mobile game, so you're gonna be seeing it on your phone that's like this big. So I feel like in a lot of ways we've added even more detail than we really need. But here, check out this overheat. So the client wants these pew pews to be not your typical pew pew, but a laser pew pew. And I think he's wanting to do that just to make the game as doesn't want it to be violent at all. Like there's not gonna be any blood or gore or anything in this. So like even when you get hit by a pew pew, or when you the player shoots your laser at the enemy, there's not gonna be any gore or anything. It'll be like smoke hits and sparks and stuff like that. This is the overheat. So like if the goon like shoots too many times, it overheats and he can't fire until it reloads. So fun. That'll be super quick to add too. There's like basically zero drifting. And then the reload, dude, was super fun to record. Turn these off and then play that. Pew Pew is gonna go by super fast actually. This is good. Kicks took forever, punches took forever because I recorded way too many of them and there was a lot of drifting. Let's look at the reload. So good, dude. I love it so much. Okay, Nis. So that's frustrating. Okay, so Nis said, "Is the blood that comes out when you get hit fine?" So that tells me that you also think that those things coming out are blood. The client said the exact same thing. Okay, so it's actually not blood. Let me show you this. So when you get hit or when you hit an enemy, it looks like it's blood coming out, but it's actually not. Let me show you this. So if a goon hits me, see that? It's a red thing coming out, but it's actually not blood. It is red text showing how much health you're losing. But the client said the exact same thing. Because I send him updates, I send him like video updates on his phone, so he's watching this stuff on his phone. And you can't see it as well, so he sees this and he's like, "We've got to change the color or can we take the blood out?" And I'm like, "What blood are you talking about? There's no blood." "Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the red text." So we'll probably change it to like white text or something, or maybe do something else entirely for the damage. But yeah, that's super interesting that someone also, but Nis thought that was blood. So that's a bad thing on my part. Yes, so we are gonna add some text like that, like pow, bam, whops, to make it look more, to give it that comic book vibe. 100% we're gonna add that, but we're gonna be subtle with it. We're not gonna add it every single hit because that would get, I think, really chaotic and annoying. But maybe like every 10 hits or so, it'll flash up like a big pow on the screen or something in comic book font. It'll be super cool. It goes by too fast, yeah. Give the red text a white outline. That's an option. Gradient is an option. But honestly, really love to do mocap work someday. Always looks so fun to do. It is very fun. It's fun. It does get hot and sweaty though if you're doing it for too long. But yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and add. That's another reload. Let's check that out. Nice. Yeah, this will be super easy to work with. Hey guys, thanks everyone, just real quick, thanks for everyone for being here. It means a lot. Whatever platform, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if you're on TikTok, but if you're on Twitch, but if you're on TikTok or YouTube, if you guys could just hit the like button, that would really mean a lot and just help the algorithm push my content out more. It's a little harder for me to get views on these types of streams. It's super easy to get views on the VTuber streams when I'm doing the Lego and the Minecraft stuff, but on these streams it's a little harder. So if you guys could share the live or leave a like, that would mean a lot. Never use a mocap. I'm very, very shaky. Okay, so let's go ahead and export the pew pew stuff. Double check. That's good. Good, good, good. Okay, let's export this. FBX, all that should be the same. All that's fine. Export to the Goon folder. Yep. Export. Okay. Do you have a plan in the future to add more reward points? Reward point rewards on Twitch, or are you still working with? What do you mean by that? Do you mean like redemption stuff? I've never really, I don't know. Most of the interaction stuff that I do with my streams is on the VTuber setup stuff, and all that interaction is really just through like chat commands. I haven't really been able to come up with any ideas for stuff I could do for reward redemptions, but if you have any ideas, please send them my way. Like this one. What is that? Is that a highlight my message? Yeah, I mean, I have that here, so it highlights in stream focus. That's really the only one I have. Rise Phoenix Fire, hello, hope you're... Whoa, lost my monitor up there. Hope your day went well. I managed to get Pokemon Platinum and I have no idea what Afro Sapphire is. I mentioned this on the Discord the other day. Someone was talking about the Pokemon games. When I was a kid, I played the OG red, yellow, and blue versions of Pokemon. And I played Gold and Silver, I played Crystal, and I played Ruby and Sapphire. And those were the last ones that I ever played. I haven't played a Pokemon game since Ruby and Sapphire. Okay, let's get these. What was the last one I did was Kicks. I'm gonna open up Kicks to open with, I think, the Blender 4.2. I'm gonna step back from our current game because our map won't load and the loading screens turn black, which causes our character models to disappear. What in the world are you talking about in this? Like, you were making a game? What game are you talking about? Were you the one that was telling me about the game last time where it was like this huge, massive open world and I told you shouldn't go so big? But you were like, no, my brother and all his friends are working on it. Is that you who, was that you in your game? Or am I thinking of someone else? That was you, okay, got it. So you had to step back from it, the map won't load and the loading screens turn black. Those our character models disappear. That's super interesting. Are you using Unity? Data API version 3. Okay, I'm using 3. I'm gonna exit out of that. Open Blender. Pokemon. Okay, I did play Pokemon Go. That doesn't really count. That's not a Pokemon game, like cartridge on a Game Boy Color and Advanced SP and stuff. I did play Pokemon Go for, I don't know, back when it first came out. I played it, I don't know, maybe a month or two. Not for very long. Okay, file, save as. We're gonna call this, what was the mocap file called? Pew Pew? I'm just gonna call it Pew Pew. I only call this stuff, I only say Pew Pew, which is super lame. I wish I could just say the word. I only say Pew Pew because of silly algorithm stuff. I don't want these platforms like TikTok and Twitch and YouTube to not push my content because I'm saying the GUN word. That's just super stupid. So for my actual game files, I'm gonna rename it. I also don't want to do GUN. Shoots. Gunshots. Shooting. I could do shooting and reloading and overheat. Weapon. Can't use weapon because there's other weapons like. Gun shooting, gun reloading, gun overheating. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's do this. Save. Yes. Okay. And then we can, I'm gonna move this over here. Let's see. We delete this, select hierarchy, delete. Sync sent a galaxy, dude. Sync, thank you so much, dude. Okay, last time I did this IRL stream, we got so many gifts and subs and massive gifts, and I was like, why are people doing this? I'm just doing an IRL show my face stream. It's super boring stream. It's gotta be. And so people sent these gifts, and I was blown away. And so again, I'm just blown away. Sync, no idea why you would send such an amazing gift to a stream that I think is kind of lame, at least in comparison to the VTuber stuff. Thank you, Sync. That means more than you know. I really appreciate it. It's an appreciation for the work you put into Stream Focus. Oh, dude, thanks. Sync, do you use Stream Focus? Sync, do you use Stream Focus? I feel like I spent half my time modeling, figuring out names. Yeah, I'm in love with. Oh, dude, that makes me so happy, Sync, dude. Oh. You use Stream Focus, which means you pay for it, and then you still sent me a paid gift, dude. Sync, that means more than you know. Thank you so much. You're way too kind. You do not have to do that. Strawberries is tempted to send stuff now. No, don't send stuff, guys, unless you like completely have the means to do it. No obligation. You're just like, should I send a gift? Should I not send a gift? Just don't send a gift. Just have fun, enjoy the stream. Okay, let's import that FBX Pew Pew. I'm gonna rename it. I'm gonna rename even the mocap file. Pew Pew. What did I call this? Gun. There we go. Okay. File import FBX. Shooting. Import. I love supporting people with money. That is a very generous heart that you have, Strawberry. Not many people are like that. Okay, how long is this animation? Okay, I need to move this back over here because Daniel just subbed on YT. What's up? Thank you so much, Daniel. That means a lot. I love that little sound effect, and I love those flicker stuff. Came over here to say hi. Strawberry, what's up? Strawberry over on Purple. Thanks for joining the stream. First time chat. Okay. Let's make the rig visible. And then I'm just gonna move this back over here now. And then let's set the frame range. No, I can't. I gotta go back to this. Oh gosh. 4072. I didn't already save this, did I? Okay, good. Oh no, I did. That's fine. Save. I was the one in DC that was asking about meld integration in the future. Got it. Okay, cool. Yes, I still need to look into that. I actually reached out to the meld CEO a long time ago, like 6 months ago maybe, and I was like, hey, would you be up for a video call about other stuff? Well, about Stream Focus, but not related to the question that you had. And he was like, yeah, sure, put a thing on my calendar and we'll have a video call. So I just haven't done it yet. So he's totally open to calls. I could do it soon. I should probably do that. But yeah, we'll do that. Along's Dawn. Look at this cutie patootie. Rise, remember the Twitch all days where they had Jaws and they were lyrically would have a goal to fill out or such features and gimmicks and even effects, which I always thought was cool. Rise, I have no idea what you were saying. I'm sorry. Could you reword that? I'm the money giver from TikTok. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Strawberry. That means a lot. Sync UK. I know you're reading this on one of the best multi-chat apps out there. I am. Sync, thanks. You're far too kind. Guys, by the way, if there are any Stream Focus users in the chat, or if you see this VOD later or hear it, if you guys have social media accounts and if you post anything about Stream Focus, I will always repost it. If you guys want to do that. It's free advertising for me. It's sort of free advertising for you. I honestly don't have the largest platforms, but like if you post a TikTok about Stream Focus, then I'll repost it on my TikTok account. If you make a tweet or an X post about Stream Focus, I'll repost it. So just wanted to throw that out there. If anyone ever wants to say anything about Stream Focus on a platform, I'll repost it. You'll just have to let me know. So send me a message about it on the Discord so that I'm aware of it. because I might not see it if you don't tell me about it, and then I'll repost it. Okay, so let's do pose mode, deselect those, object, and then only just delete all the root animation because we don't need that. Boom. Did I only... Why did I record the pew-pewing? That sounds super lame to say. Why did I record the pew-pewing facing that direction? Oh, I know, because it's right-handed. Interesting. Shoot. All the punches and kicks in the game, let me pull this up. All the punches and kicks in the game, you're facing this direction, okay? You're like this. You're like this. Punch. It's like your left foot is forward so that you can punch with your, so you can do right-handed punching, or so you can do right-handed or right-footed kicking. But when you have the pew-pew, wait, shouldn't it be two-handed? Why is it not two-handed? I'm so confused. It's one-handed, it's right-handed, one-handed pew-pewing. That's what that is. So we also have, okay, good. We have double-handed. That's what I'm primarily gonna want. But that's more thuggish. It's fine to have those types of animations. We just need to have some type of transition going from our idle state to our, so we need to swap legs essentially. And I think I might have that in this. Let's see. So we have pull gun up. That's great. That should work right there using this right here. If we go from here, it'll smoothly transition from our idle animation to this animation, which will go from here to there. That should work. It's a little slow moving though. It's like he's like, I'm gonna pew pew, but I'm also not gonna pew pew. It's not very scary. That's a good transition. You can always make it faster. Now I'm following subbed on all platforms. Awesome, Strawberry. That means a lot. Thank you so much. I was gonna say, are you good with me talking about it and posting it up? Oh yeah, 100%. Please do. See, like that. I don't know why I recorded so many. I only need like one. Why am I doing my head? I found in so many of the mocap stuff as I've been editing it, there's so many animations where I do my head like this. I don't know why I did that. Rigging is so daunting. Rigging is not bad. I don't mind rigging. What's a very tedious and time consuming is the weight painting. So the weight painting is essentially, I mean, you probably already know this, but not everyone on stream might not know this. So weight painting is assigning different weights to various vertexes for different vertices for different bones. So if I see, like the weight painting is this section of the hoodie has more influence coming from this bone right here, the left arm, left forearm down here, left hand nothing. The hand bone should not drive any of the hoodie. Right up leg, a little bit right there, and so then same thing down here on the pants for weight painting. Left foot, left leg, left up leg, and so you have to paint every single model for every single bone that should influence that model. That is very tedious. That's probably my least favorite part of all of 3D design. Modeling, I love modeling. It's so much fun. Sculpting, pretty fun. I enjoy that a little bit. Texturing, it's okay. Shaders, fine. Editing models, fine. Rigging, I actually really enjoy rigging. Rigging's fun. It's like building a machine. But weight painting, ugh. The worst, absolute worst. What holiday would you choose in Christmas Eve? What holiday would you choose in Christmas Eve? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Auto Rig Pro Lifesaver. Most of the time, for most characters, sure, maybe, but I mean, if you're, I don't think Auto Rig has stuff for like quadrupeds or that probably, and also I'm not, that would work maybe for overall body stuff, but not face stuff. You still got to do blend shapes and stuff, especially for like Lego characters and all that. Okay, let's clean this up. We just need to go ahead and get cleaned up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move it forward. We just want to line up this stuff on the average. These foot markers that I've created. That's there. Let's just go all the way to the end. This is essentially cleaning up the drift that comes from Rococo motion capture. And it's not necessarily Rococo's fault. There's not much they can do about it, but it's just an inertial mocap thing. That's the issue. Strawberry, thanks for the follow. At least I assume you did it after mentioning that. That's actually, that should work. Awesome, thanks. Would anyone stand like that to shoot a pew pew? I don't think so. Probably won't end up using this section of the mocap. It's like, I mean, like you could stand like that, but would a goon, would an enemy in this game make a point to stand like that? Probably not. I recently got a new keyboard app for my phone because the only one was trash and I'm still struggling with the change. Could, but would you? Could, but would you? On what? Neo Porcupine 7069, what's up? I am cleaning up the motion capture that we recorded for this video game I'm working on. So this is a video game I'm working on for a client. It's a side-scroller platformer. Think Ninja Turtles. So Ninja Turtles style and vibe. This is based off the comic book series that my client created called Tooland. You can jump, jetpack around. You've got a bow staff that you can fight with. You can punch. You've got an arm cannon. You've got a shield like Captain America. You can hold it up to shield and you can throw it. And it will also like ricochet in between various enemies. And the bad guys can kick you and punch you and hit you with a crowbar and a bat. Now I'm giving enemies the ability to pew pew you. So we already recorded all the motion capture for that with that suit right there. Boop, boop, boop. Now I'm just cleaning up the drifting right now in Blender and I'm about to bring it into Unity to add it in. Guys, I think I just did a really good job right there summarizing what I'm doing as quickly as possible. Usually it takes me like 10 minutes to summarize what I'm doing. I think I did a good job right there. What do you guys think? I feel like that was pretty quick. Done pretty good job. Didn't leave out any super important details. Okay, I think that might do it. There's a little bit there. Let's see. Beautiful. A little bit of drift in here, but then we should be golden. Just the first 1,000 frames need some work. Yeah, right in there. Nope. Not over there. Client is actually calling me right now. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, client wants to see the live stream. I told him I was streaming, so I'm gonna send him the link to the YouTube stream. I said, which one do you want? YouTube, Twitch, or TikTok? He said YouTube, so I'm gonna send that to him. Where we at? Where we at? Live streams. Making the enemy. Oh, on the YouTube, I used the word SHOOT in the name. I wonder if that's why YouTube's not pushing my stream today. Share. Copy link. Okay, so that is there. We are golden. Okay. Okay, so let's finish up this cleanup on here real quick. Okay, just need to move that one up a little bit. That should be good right there. Need to keep that keyframe a little bit further. And then in the transition, slide it up. I wasn't even doing anything right there in that mocap. I was just shifting around. So that won't even be used. Yep, that should be good. Okay. So we are done with the cleanup for the laser hits, the laser blasts. Now we just gotta bring it into Unity. So let's save that. And then file. What's up, Gabe? Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate you being here. Export FBX, mocap goon. This is gun shooting fixed. We're using our preset Rococo to Unity. Oh wait, I've got to actually select it first. Select hierarchy, file, export FBX, gun shooting fixed. Rococo to Unity. Export. Boom. Wait for that. Colin, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. Okay, and then let's just copy that over to Unity. Let's pull that up here. You guys will see it pop up in the mocap stuff. Where are we? Characters, goon, mocap. And then gun shooting fixed. Paste it right there. And we're gonna rename it to just gun shooting. Done. Click loading in. Make my own game. So yes, I'm making this game. I'm the solo developer on this, but it is not my game. It is a game for my client. My client, his name is Jason. He created this comic book series called Tooland. And the main character's name is Drip. It stands for Do Right, Inspire People. So think Ninja Turtles. So the game and the comic book series, it has like a Ninja Turtles vibe to it. So this game in particular, it's a side scroller platformer game, 3D. And you essentially make your way from beginning of level to end of level from left to right. And you work your way through the level, fighting the bad guys, the goons, the enemies, and then you fight a final boss at the end. So much like one of those old retro Ninja Turtle games or Power Rangers, stuff like that. And we've got all of Drip's attacks working. We've got the enemy attacks working. We've got kicks, punches, bat hits, crowbar hits. So right now I'm working on all of the shooting. So enemies can actually shoot the player with laser guns. So we recorded that mocap a while ago. And I just cleaned it up in Blender, got rid of all the drifting, and now brought it into Unity. So now we're going to clean up, or not clean up, we're going to select all of our shooting clips. Where is that mocap? I just imported it. Here we go. Gun shooting. So model, good, rig, change it to humanoid. Start making some clips. Mocap suit, yes, I do have a mocap suit. Is that right there? Motion capture suit. I use that for all my VTuber streams and for this game and different animations for VFX contracts and all sorts of stuff. I was trying to figure out how to rig my model. Rigging is hard. Rigging is that's very, very hard. I just suggest watching tutorials, practice rigging something very simple, like a very simple machine maybe, and then just like maybe a single joint or a 2-joint machine, and then go from there and do more and more complex characters. But yeah, rigging's a lot, very difficult. Okay, so let's check out these guys right here. We're going to make some clips for this. So I'll get the transition animations in here too. First, I just want to get this shooting. That's a right-handed stance. I want to rig a burrito. Super simple 2 joiner for a stream. Right now, my character's flat. A burrito. I don't like just... Is that something like the burnt peanut, where it's just like a very simple low poly model? Very little movement. I like this one the most. Like, we're gonna have various types of shooting in this game, but this is the one I like the best, so I'm gonna start off with that animation. We essentially need... I still don't know why I tilted my head like that in the like two whenever I shot. That has some kickback. That was good. I don't know why I'm doing that with my head. I want to get a few. I want to get some variety. Let's just start with that one. 3262. 3262. 3305. Okay. So there's our clip. Probably a little long. Let's start there actually. 3266. And end right there. 3284. So what is that, a 20 frame animation? There we go. Okay. And then we want to check. Original. Yep. And then apply that. Let's go ahead and get that animation in the game, and then we'll add the extras later. I'm gonna rename this gun. What happened? Apply. Yes, I did 3 years ago out of Snap Lens, but I was never consistent. Okay. That's hilarious. That sounds like a really funny stream. Okay, so we've got the animation done. Let's add it. Oh, I never applied that white hoodie to all of them. There we go. Okay, let's add this animation in. Base layer. How are we doing this? Okay, we got object hits, kicks, and punches. We need to add a... Let's just get the animation in here first. So I'm gonna do make transition. Ooh. Create. How are we gonna do this? Because this works a little bit differently than punches and kicks. It works more like Drip's laser firing. I'm going to pull him up. So for Drip's laser firing, we got an animation to the cannon open. So we're gonna need that. We're gonna need an animation where the goon just pulls it up. And then when it's inside that, then transition to the shots. So first, I need to just because essentially for the shooting, you have to do a transition animation from idle to shoot before you can shoot. Not so with all these. With all these, you transition straight from idle to hit, or idle to kick, or idle to punch. So first you need to just transition from idle to shooting stance, and then you can transition from shooting stance to pew, 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 pew. So. So first I need to, well, I'll just go ahead and transition to the, let's see, object hit. What is this missing object reference? I don't know what that is. We'll figure that out later. Kick, punch. So just for now, I'll just add in shoot trigger, trigger, shoot. And then we'll do state, empty. It's gonna be the pew pew animation. Whoops, just gonna delete that. Make transition to that. Condition, shoot. Transition 0.1. Okay. So if any, no matter where we're at in any animation, if we trigger the shoot trigger, then that will play the animation. So now I just need to trigger that in the code. So let's go to enemy code. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. It really means a lot. If you are on YouTube or TikTok, I would really appreciate just hitting that like button. And if you're on TikTok, share the stream. It means a lot, guys. Okay, so let's go to our attack player method. Let me make this smaller so you can actually see it over on vertical streams. Patrolling, waiting, chasing, attack player. Okay. So I need to add, actually I need to add to the enum up here. Attack type, punch, kick. That's for random punches and kicks. Weapons, bat crowbar. Okay, add that to there. Bat crowbar gun, get random weapon. This is stuff I added off stream after last stream. Calypso, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. I'm working on a mobile superhero game for a client of mine. It is a platformer side scroller game for mobile. And I'm currently working on putting the pew pews in. So currently the enemies can punch, kick, hit with a bat, hit with a crowbar. So now I'm adding the pew pews. And I just brought in some animation. Now I'm just triggering that animation in the code. So we randomly assign enemies to either have a weapon or no weapon. If they have a weapon, random choice. If they do have a weapon, activate one random weapon. So then I need to add the gun in here. I already did that. Now we actually have the weapon, so we'll do that. Enemy state. I think that's, oh, first start off with it off. All weapons start off as off, but then we choose a random weapon. Okay. And then down in the attack. Nope, attack player. If no weapon, we do the punches and kicks. If we do have a weapon, then we trigger the object hit. But now that we're gonna have the gun shots, the pew pew shots. Let's see. So we don't just want to do if the enemy has a weapon. We want to do if enemy has. We want to know which weapon they have. So we want to say if bat active self, no, yes, that's deprecated. No, it's not. Active is deprecated. Active self is not. The local state of the game object, true if active, false if inactive. Yep. So if bat active self, so if the bat is active or the crowbar is active, then we'll trigger an object hit. Else if the Get pew pew is active. Then we will trigger shoot. Boom. So if the bat or the crowbar is active, then we trigger an object hit. If the gun is active, then we trigger shoot. So that should work marvelously. We do not have the pew pew object built yet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add in a placeholder, pew pew. Actually, let's just go ahead and make that right now. Oh, this is gonna be silly and fun. Let's go to weapons and props. Open up the weapons. Real Not Pablo, what's up? Thanks for joining over on YT Shorts. Not very many joiners over there. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Okay, let me just double check I'm in the right Blender version here. Data API version. Yep, I am. Okay, cool. Okay. So let's make the pew pew real quick. A very, very basic pew pew. Okay. Like, you guys are gonna laugh at how basic this pew pew is. Okay. Boop. Like, super basic. Okay. There's our pew pew. Give it a pew pew color. New. Boop, doop, doop, boop, boop, boop. Actually, they're supposed to be laser pew pews. So maybe I'll make it blue. Make it blue just to be silly. A little silly. Just a placeholder for now. We just need something in there. Boom, there's our pew pew. But we're not gonna make it base. We're not gonna make it super basic. We're just make it a little basic. So that means we've got to add some bevel to it. Why are we laggy? Am I laggy for you guys? Yes, Burrito Lion. I'm the Lego guy. What gave it away? I'm the Lego guy. What gave it away? That's hilarious. Whoa, bevel's not working right. It's because we are not applied our scale. Bevel. Boom. That is what I'm talking about. That is a pew pew right there. Okay. Let's move it up. We want the handle to be there. So set origin to 3D cursor. And there we go. There's our pew pew, our basic pew pew. We're gonna export that. Export. Whoop. FBX. And we're gonna call that pew pew. Okay. Rename this to, I actually don't remember what we used. I think we used that. Let's try it. Export. And go find our weapons. Where are our weapons? I don't see them. Here they are. Yep, I need to move that over. So the GUN, move it over to the assets and the weapons and paste, and we are golden. Now let's pull this pew pew into the hand. Make sure all the settings are right. Oh man. Okay, the goon, right hand. You guys see this? You can sort of see this, okay. Pull that pew pew in. Gun. Is that rotated correctly? Let's turn the bat and crowbar off. Nope, it's rotated into his hand. Your voice sounded so familiar. Whoa, that's crazy. You figured out I was the Lego guy because of my voice? Wow. That's awesome. I liked the other stream. Win stream, I liked the other stream. What do you mean by, like, you like the VTuber stream? Yeah. I do those. I still do those. I'm not done with them. I've been doing the IRL game dev streams for a while now, and that's what I'm doing today. Your production is wild. Huge props. All that hard work hopefully pays off. Thank you so much, Burrito Lion. That means a lot. Whoop. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna do this manually. Bum 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 bum. Dude, it completely messed up my. Oh, because it's in the hand and it's actually the wrist bone. That's why. So I just need to move that up and then rotate it. Boop. That should be right. Right? Get it that way. Move it down there. Just putting it in the hand. That away. There we go. The fam is back from a park date. So I'm gonna go open the door real quick. Be right back. And I'm back. There it is. TikTok was about to end my stream if I did not complete their puzzle. So ridiculous, dude. Okie dokie, let's do this. Where were we? We were putting the pew pew in. The basic pew pew. I feel like that's not quite where it should be. Maybe a little bit. Down a little bit. Over a little bit. And it probably needs to rotate some, I think. Like that. Probably. By the time everything's said and done. Now, we don't have to put this much effort into just the placeholder, but I at least want to get the basic position and rotation correct. That should be good enough for now. Okay, turn these guys back on. Okay, we've got our pew pew. The gun does not have an attack point in that it can hurt. The only thing that's going to hurt you from the pew pew is the lasers that shoot out of it. So I don't need to add the attack point stuff. I don't even think I need to give it the weapons script. See, like these guys have all that collider stuff, but I don't need that. Yeah, I don't need that for this. I need to look at what I did for Drip's cannon, laser cannon. But okay, so bat and crowbar can stay on, pew pew can stay on. Now I just need to assign that to the goon enemy. Bat, crowbar, pew pew, drag that in. And then apply that to all the goons. Now that should be it. That should randomly assign. Maybe. Should it randomly assign? Possible weapons are bat, crowbar, and pew pew, yep. Set them all to false, yep. Activate one random weapon. Bat, crowbar, gun, yep. Yeah, it should actually work. And then if it has a weapon, then when it chooses to attack, it will trigger the shoot trigger. Yes, that should all work. And then this will. Yep, that should work. Mostly work. Here we go. DDS, what's up? Yep, grown man. Here we go. What's your opinion on brain rot? By that, do you mean the Roblox stuff? The only knowledge I have about brain rot is stuff that I've seen on the Creekcraft streams. I've seen Creekcraft. I've seen. Oh gosh, I hope he never sees that. Creekcraft. I hope Creekcraft never sees that. But I only know the word brain rot from the Creekcraft streams where he's playing Roblox. So I only assume it's a Roblox game or something. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's see. Did any of these enemies get a pew pew? Nope, that one got a crowbar. Let's refresh. Nope, refresh. Nope, no pew pews. Don't see any pew pews. bats. Oh, I saw one. Dang it. Oh, there's one. Look at him. He's firing. Look at him. He's... He's more so like, what is this? That's hilarious, dude. I gotta look at that. Look at that. First off, dude, you're facing the wrong way. Second off, that's not how you hold a pew pew. Third off, you're pointing it the wrong way. What is going on here? Oh my gosh. Yep. I think it looks great, guys. I think we just ship it. I think the game is fine. I think it's just done. I think the client will love this. I think it works. And of course he's stuck because he can't leave that. So all I need to do is transition out of it. Or wait. We can transition back to idle. My mind is blown. Whoa, I'm too zoomed in. Can't see what's going on. Keep it like that. Why did I restart when I could just press the refresh button? Silly me. Okay, I need everyone to have pew pews. This is taking too long to refresh. Everyone is having pew pews. Weapon chance, set it to 1. So they will always spawn a weapon, and it is always going to be a pew pew. Can I just say... return 2. Yeah, look at that. Thanks. Return 2. F. Nope. Why is that not working? Yeah, okay, cool. That works. Always turn cover chase first. Boom. Now every enemy is always gonna have a gun. A pew pew. I'm sorry. You're selling access to your VTube tech, huh? Not really, not yet. So all the VTubing app that I've built is, I mean, this right here, this multi-chat app I made. This is not VTubing stuff. It's just a multi-chat app called Stream Focus. This, yes, it's paid. It's a paid app right now. You can get it on my website. My VTuber app, I would like to, it's still private. I would like to make it public at some point and commercialize it somehow, but it's tough. It's really tough because technically I would be profiting off of Lego IP and Minecraft IP. So for me to do something like that, I would need to, why don't they all have pew pews? Oh wait, I didn't apply those changes to every enemy. That's why. I would need to get permission from Lego and Minecraft first to do it, which I would like to try to do. I just don't know how I'm going to go about doing that. Okay, now they should all have pew pews. How far along in the game are you? 80? I don't know. That's tough to say. So Drip, the main player, and everything that he can do is probably like 90% there. The enemies are like 90% there. The level is not done at all. We've got to start working on the level next week. And then the final boss has been modeled, sculpted, textured, but I still need to rig him, weight paint him, and record all the motion capture for him. So the final boss is like 60% done. So level 0%, main character 91%, 95%, bad guys 90, 95%, final boss 60%, something like that. Why do they not all have pew-pews? I don't understand. One does. I applied all that stuff, right? Yeah. Weapon chance. They all have it. Goon has weapon. They're beating me up. Oh, they don't have weapon. They have weapon set to false. That's why I need to set has weapon to always true for testing. So wait a second. It didn't apply my changes to weapon chance for all of these. Oh, I have to revert it for all of them? Revert all. Okay. There we go. Now I should do it. What about custom version of it for custom models? LEGO hasn't sent a warning. So no, LEGO has never reached out to me about my LEGO VTuber stuff, and neither has Microsoft for the Minecraft. Okay, they've all got pew-pews now. Yep, they do. Let's pause this and actually look at them. How did I get the rotation so wrong when I put that in? Oh, I know why. So, a few things with that. So, no, LEGO has never reached out. Minecraft's never reached out. Long story short, I would love for LEGO to reach out because I'm very hopeful and optimistic that if LEGO does reach out for whatever reason, that I could have a conversation with them and hopefully maybe convince them to partner with me in it and just allow me give me permission to make a VTuber app that lets people become a LEGO character. I think it does nothing but benefit LEGO. It gets people more excited about LEGO. It's just another thing. I don't. The issue though is that LEGO more than most companies, they are so protective of their IP. So it would be a very. It would. We'd have to get super lucky, or I guess it'd have to be a huge answered prayer. Honestly, it'd have to be a God thing. It would have to be a God thing if LEGO was like, yeah, we'll partner with you. So I'd like to hopefully get there someday. Maybe I would like to just go ahead and reach out to LEGO like myself. I would love for them to see my stuff. Some larger brands have seen my stuff, like DC has been in my chat, Logitech has been in my chat. I am honestly surprised LEGO's never been in my chat. Because they have TikTok and Instagram and all these channels. Maybe they don't scroll, maybe they just post. I don't know. But yeah, it's something I want to look into and figure out. But my own version of it. So that's another option. I could just make a VTuber app that lets you build your own office and studio and world, whatever, and then you import your own custom characters. Like that would be part of the VTuber app anyway. But I feel like the biggest selling point for people using it is the LEGO stuff and the Minecraft stuff. So I feel like if I just make the VTuber app without those included, I'm not sure the VTuber app will get that much traction. I could be wrong, but that's just my gut feeling. So yeah, I could make my own IP. I could make my own LEGO character, or like a combination of LEGO and Minecraft. It would just have to look different enough from the LEGO character, the LEGO minifig, and the Minecraft character. And then also it just has to have a wide appeal. Like if I create this IP, if I create this new style of character, it's got to be really good and people have got to like it and want to use it. And that's a hard thing to do. Chat, I like this dude. What's up? Yes, I'm working on a mobile superhero game for a client. Start looking on LinkedIn for marketing peeps at LEGO. Follow them and maybe they'll check out your. That's a good option. It has to be something like that where I talk to someone personally. I'm almost tempted to literally just on my own dime, fly to, I think they're in Denmark, like fly to Denmark or wherever they are in Europe, fly to Europe, show up at their headquarters, knock on Lego headquarters doors, and like just say, hey, I need to talk to someone. I want to do that. Is it like Street Fighter? Yes, something like Street Fighter, more like Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, those types of old retro platformer games with more modern graphics. Mr.137, thank you so much. That means a lot. Big fan of the content. That means a lot. You should just make it and then send a demo of it to Lego. I mean, my VTuber setup kind of already is a demo. I would do that. So like if I reached out to Lego, I would show them, I would send them a link to one of my shorts probably. Be like, hey, I want to make this setup available to everyone. Would you please give me permission to do that? Yeah, I'm super tempted to just fly to Lego and do that, but that's a lot of money. It's like a few $1,000s for a round trip flight. I don't have that kind of money to just fly to Europe in the hopes that Lego will give me permission to make their minifig into a VTuber app. Wait, so I gotta fix these PPUs. So I know why they are rotated incorrectly. The reason is because they're rotated downwards. They need to rotate in the direction of the hand. So it needs to be like this. Boop. Okay. Now it should work. Ooh, not tag. Apply all. Have published mobile games before? No, I do not have any published mobile games. Okay, we're already looking a lot better. Let's see them in the hands. It's a little too far rotated. It needs to come down a little more. So go back to this. It needs to be like that. Perfect. Apply all and play. Kick that door in. I know. I feel like that's the biggest move I could make to be like, hey, I'm serious about this, is to fly to Denmark, show up at Lego headquarters, knock on the door, and demand to talk to someone. It's still not. That one is. That one's not. Oh yeah, they're pretty good. And no, it's not. No, did it? It didn't apply to all of them, did it? No, it did. About the same rotation. Do it some more. Oh, not that one. Could imagine your setup at a Lego store to BH. I don't know how, because my VTuber setup is it's digital. How would that be at a store? Oh, do you mean my minifig? The Lego Pixel Fire, the blue guy? Is that what you mean? Okay, now they look better. I need to freeze their animation, so I need to actually get rid of this exit. Hit me. Hit me. Oh, they're all stuck. Awkward. Hit me, hit me. Nice, they all just pew-pewed, and they're stuck. Zoom in on that. Okay, it's obviously way too far forward. It needs to be brought back by a lot, so like there. It needs to go. Okay. Try that. Why you reload domain and scene every time you play? What do you mean by that? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, we're good. The hands are janky from the animation, but the pew pew placement in the janky hand looks good. Yeah, that works. Mobile game, that works. You can stop that loading bar on project settings. Tell me more. So I think I've actually looked into that before. And there's something, oops, sorry. There's something that changing it to that messes up. And I forget what it is. But if I could keep from having to do that every time, that would be amazing. I've just always done it this way. I could totally be wrong about this. Project settings, like where is that? Project settings? Where is it? Player. Editor. When entering play mode, reload domain and scene. Reload scene only, reload domain only. Do not reload domain or scene. Yeah, so I need to know what the difference is between all those. Let's look it up. Unity when entering play mode. Configure how Unity enters play mode. Let's take a look-see. Can you guys see this? Okay. Ability to test your application by switching from edit to play mode is one of Unity's core features. You can use play mode to run play mode is intended to provide a realistic preview. By default, Unity performs two significant actions when entering play mode. It reloads the scripting domain to reset the application state. For more information, the application it reloads the scene. For more information, okay. These two actions take time, obviously, and the amount of time increases as your scripts and scenes become more complex. Yep. When you frequently make and preview changes, the cumulative time spent waiting to enter play mode can significantly slow down your development process. Yep. To prioritize faster development, iteration times over accuracy of play mode simulation, Unity offers the ability to disable them. Okay. Playing diagram provides a high-level overview of the effects of disabling domain and scene reload. Okay. Play mode state changed with exiting edit mode. Backup open scenes. Domain reloading. Backup unloaded. Destroy and load scene update. What Unity skips when these are disabled? Backup current scenes. This only happens when the scene has been modified. Allows Unity to revert the scenes when exiting play mode to the state they were in before play mode started. Resets the scripting state by reloading the scripting domain. Resets the scene state by reloading the scene. What is scene state? Happens twice, once without rendering, once with rendering. I'll need to watch a video or something on this before I commit to changing anything. I remember looking into that a long time ago. And I think I probably just continue to do what I've been doing because I've never had to wait too long and it's not too bothersome. I mean, I really would like to have to not wait for this every single time. So I'll watch a video on that. So I appreciate you pointing that out. I think we'll go well if you go to Legoland. Yes, maybe they can give you some advice. Yeah, I have no idea how that's gonna go. A demo or an AR version of it for when a kid walks up to the TV to see themselves. Oh! That's actually a really cool idea, Burrito Line. A demo or an AR version of it. So yeah, essentially, you wouldn't use a mocap suit. It would use a webcam to drive the movement. So there's a screen, like in a Lego shop, with a Lego character just standing there. And then when a kid walks in front of the view, the webcam picks them up and then can, like, when the kid moves, the Lego character moves. That's a brilliant idea. That's awesome. I love that. Cool. Okay, everything's positioned nicely. Now we just need to... Actually, let me reset this. I want to see how they... That's the end of the animation and it should be straight. So the gun might be pointed too high. I need to edit that. But let's exit so they can just keep shooting. As exit time, 1. Okay. Actually, let's do this. Let's just transition it back to itself. It's gonna look super janky, but just for testing. Yep. Definitely needs to be faster. I think it was good. I think we just ship it. I think this is final right here. I think this is all they should be able to do. And the power of this just comes from the fact they just freak you out so much as a player that you just leave. You just I don't know. Quit the game. And in that the bad guys win because they're just so spazzy. There we go. Shooting done. Game's over. Roll credits. Guys, I'm super hungry. Gorgo Blacks, where's Lego you? Turned off. Lego me is in the PC somewhere in storage. You guys want me to open up Lego? Sure, I'll open up Lego. Here we go. Streaming. Lego. Nope. Launch. Pixelfire 3.0. Streaming. Lego. It's about to come up. You're going to see it. I hope he's okay. We'll see if he's okay. Where is he? There we go. Lego. There he is. Lights and camera. Free move. I don't have my motion capture suit on, so none of this is working. I could, I guess, turn face mocap on, but that's him. That's him with no motion capture. That's me. And exit. Okay. Guys, I'm going to call it a day. Well, a stream. Awesome, I love when he changes. Appreciate it. I'm going to try to do another Lego stream. Maybe tonight? I'll try to do a Lego stream tonight, so stay tuned for that. Turn all your notifications on. Join the Discord so you're notified when I do that. Oh, shoot. I forgot to send a Discord notification for stream today. That's the first time I've not done that. Dang. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a stream for now. I'm gonna go eat lunch, keep working on this the rest of the day probably, and then maybe tonight we'll do a Lego stream, something like that. Okay guys, thanks for joining the stream today. Had a blast getting the very first Pew Pew animation in here for the bad guys. I'll continue to refine that, add variations to it, and we will keep moving forward. Thanks for being here, guys. Thank you, Gorgo Blacks, means a lot. I'll see you guys soon.